Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go with Murray again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Bledsoe. He'll get that to his tight end, Casper. And he'll be able to get this up to about the 5-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they picked that one off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Justin Jefferson from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end. On 4th down, Bledsoe. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That goes out wide to Murray. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And again, it's Rodgers. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Up the middle with Barkley. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Rodgers again now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And the Packersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. On 1st down, Bledsoe. And he fires one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They're going to try and throw. He's got a man. It's the tight end, Casper. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw. Bledsoe, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Bruce Smith, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on second down. Bledsoe. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A final shot before break. Bledsoe. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. They'll run it again with Barkley. Pushes past him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. A handoff, Barkley running left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Running left, it's Barkley. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Christian McCaffrey, 46 yards. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Gano the extra point, and this is back to an 8-point game. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. picked off by Javon Holland. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a give, left side. This is Murray. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Murray. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And he is not going to get the first, but remember, it was only 1st down, so a bit of an odd play, and it results in 2nd down. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And now what the heck is this? A punt and what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he'll be stopped short of the marker, but they'll keep possession here. Remember, it was only 2nd down, so now it's 3rd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now what the heck is this? And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. Well, that was certainly an interesting time to try a fake punt. The good news, they will retain possession here, but now they face a 4th down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He'll keep pounding here with Lynch. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bledsoe. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. 23 yards the pickup there. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because
touchdown Packers! Michael Crabtree from 21 yards away. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
To throw on 2nd and 6. Montana. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And some room to work. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Montana. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20 on 2nd down to run with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Montana to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Montana going for it on 4th. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 2. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Bledsoe. Crabtree has it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. To throw on second down. Bledsoe. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Bruce Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They have marched to the end zone the last time out.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. On second down, Montana. That's down the field to Moss, complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Randy Moss, 75 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw is Montana. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 33 yards that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Dave Casper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A short kick taken at the 18. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
Throwing on first down, Bledsoe. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is caught. It's Crabtree. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Operating from the gun, Bledsoe. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They will look to throw. Montana. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They begin with a run by Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Running left, here's Patterson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Montana. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a miss...
There he goes, left side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Chris McAllister. And he's going to get this one.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can SEE, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like a needle chore till I'm underneath the floor in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First play and a first throw for Fitzpatrick. This is Casper catching it out right. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Fitzpatrick. Packer pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Saquon Barkley deep to return. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And they will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll go to Barkley again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw on 3rd down. Bledsoe. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Gano's kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Give them the completion. No gain. But let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling. The hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Sacked there by Bruce Smith.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 78 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Steve Atwater with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. To throw, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And a good tackle there right around the 30 stops him short of the first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fitzpatrick now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, Bledsoe. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Bledsoe. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. Saquon Barkley running right. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian McCaffrey, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. On 2nd and inches, Fitzpatrick. Open man, and again it's Sutton. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's got Casper over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick again. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like the